We know that ever since Seth Wickersham released that book and all those things came out about Caleb Williams, there's now going to be a lot of people keeping a closer eye on Caleb Williams and his performance this upcoming season. So the question on today's episode is there now added pressure onto Caleb Williams for him to perform this upcoming season? And then C-Dubb give his thoughts. I'll give my thoughts. And then the Chicago Bears, Arlington Heights in the plan, C-Dubb. But hey, it is mailbag day. So we got a lot on the docket today. But before we get in there, you know you got to hit the music first.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C-Dubb. What's the word, my guy?
What's the word? What's the word?
But hey, C-Dubb, we already, man, Hayes and my man Steve-O kind of went into it already and talked about some of those comments coming out of Caleb Williams' camp about how he initially wanted to be a Minnesota Viking, how he didn't really want to come to the Chicago Bears and he had his reservations and things like that. So go ahead and respond to that, but then also answer the question, is there now more pressure on Caleb Williams to perform this season?
When it comes to this little story that y'all got going through the Chicago Bears media, I was trying to figure out how did they come up with the saying, I don't give two fucks. Now I was thinking to myself, how did that even come about? But then I thought that it took too long to figure out. So I just said like this. I don't give a shit what he said. He's here now. If it happened and he didn't want to get here, guess what? He's here. He changed his mind. I do not care. Everybody stop trying to kamikaze, self-sabotage the Chicago Bears. It doesn't matter. It's a non-fucking factor if he did do it. It don't fucking matter because who is he employed by? The Chicago Bears. And if he doesn't perform, he won't play. He won't get that big contract. He won't have this respect around the league. So all of that shit that happened before he got employed by the Chicago Bears is a non-fucking factor. Now, if this is going to add added pressure to Caleb Williams, not from me, because I don't give a damn, but from some of y'all that don't like him, y'all gonna hang on to every handoff. Y'all gonna hang on to every fucking throw. Y'all gonna hang off to every press conference. Y'all gonna hang off when he go out. Y'all gonna hang on to if he have kids and he's playing with his kids. Everything. Y'all pet. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm done.
For sure. Like I said, man, and I had to do an episode on NFL Central about it. My thoughts was just real straightforward. Chicago Bears fans, you finding a problem with it? Just get out your feelings, bro. Did anybody entering the league looked at Justin Fields and was like, man, is that guy getting creamed over there behind their offensive line? Like C-Dubb, Justin Fields in his tenure with the Chicago Bears was sacked 135 times. Did we somehow forget that in Indianapolis on a play in the red zone that the entire offensive line was on the ground? The entire offensive line was on the ground. Did we forget that? So yes. And like I said, bro, C-Dubb, myself, anybody listening, if you worked your tail off to give yourself the best opportunity going into whatever industry that you wanted to go into, and you talked to the hiring manager and you told them, what is your plan and how you gonna help me get to CEO if that was your goal? If they said, well, you gotta wait 8 years, and then you talk to somebody else and they say, well, if you go out there and you perform and you can probably get up there in 3 to 4 years. You're going to go with the company that say I can get you up there to 3 to 4 years, and so you won't be stagnant. That's the whole point. So a lot of people, they look at the Chicago Bears and look at the track record and say, ugh, not a lot of quarterbacks make it past the Chicago Bears, or they got to bounce around and move on. Same thing could be said about Justin Fields. Same thing could be said about Mitchell Trubisky. Some of that was their own doing, but a lot of it had to do with the organization not doing the proper things to build and support their quarterbacks. Is there added pressure? I think there was pressure anyway. You go out there and you get the top candidate for the head coaching spot. You go out there and get an all-star coaching staff to support the new head coach. You go out there and improve the interior offensive lineman, pick up more pieces on the defensive line, and you draft well. That was pressure anyway. So ain't no more added pressure. It was pressure anyway. But I will say this, through all the turmoil, how was the season for Caleb Williams? It was pretty damn good. You can go out there and say he had his miscues. You can say he was a little iffy at some points. He was a rookie, bro. Yeah, ain't nothing else to put it. Everybody's not gonna have the CJ Stroud season. Everybody's not gonna have the Jaden Daniels season. Relax. Understand that success is not linear. So no more added pressure, bro. It was pressure either way it go.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I am so sick and tired of people talking about Caleb Williams' season like it was the most horrible season out of all rookie quarterbacks last season. It's crazy to me that 20 touchdowns and 6 interceptions is bad. I don't get it. 3,500 yards. I think Jaden Daniels had 200 more yards or something like that, and he won offensive rookie of the year or something like that. So let's like I don't get you guys. Like, you want to self-sabotage yourselves before you even get started. Who gives a fuck? If anything, work. It didn't fucking work. If he tried it, it didn't fucking work. He's employed with us now. If he don't perform, then guess what fucking happens? We get to dump his ass to the side of the road. But it's not going to happen because I think this kid is special. I don't think he cut us short. If he didn't want to be here, I think it'll be evident he wouldn't play. I think this kid tried to win every game when he was out there. He's a rookie, just like Nephew said. Come on, let's use our brains, guys. Let's worry about the shit that matters, like the season that's coming up, which is going to be a fucking gauntlet. Y'all worried about the wrong shit, non-factored information. It don't fucking matter.
Just last point. Would you be happy with Shane Waldron ready for his McDonald's ice cream cone while we losing? Would you be happy with Matt Eberflus letting 35 seconds run off the clock and we got an opportunity to win a game? Would you be happy with Matt Eberflus giving up over 30 yards for a Hail Mary victory? Yeah, I didn't think so. So we'll just leave it at that. And we got a number of decisions before before Caleb Williams even came into the building. Those are things you look at too. Oh, snap. You making a comeback with Justin Fields. You don't hold your team accountable enough to where you don't tell your wide receiver while we driving for a potential game-winning drive versus the Minnesota Vikings to just get out of bounds. And then the wide receiver, Amir Smith-Marset, gets the ball just taken from him.
Like,
yeah. And that was just
don't
one
put
of
that
many.
in your mouth. Give me that. The hell is wrong with you?
That's just a number of things. So yeah, you would have your reservations too. But nonetheless, it's time to get into the mailbag, man. Let us know how y'all feeling about that added pressure potentially.
Y'all better stop.
But all right, we go kick out the mailbag, man. C-Dubb, this first one is from Farrell.
Farrell,
what's going on? This your boy Farrell. I called last week. I should have said Mark Farrell. I said DJ Farrell. But anyway, I said Farrell because my son was like, "Dad, say your real name." I thought you guys went off YouTube, man. I'm new to this, but I'm old to watching you guys show. I love it, man. What you guys doing? I'm proud of y'all. Like, I watch it every morning, even though it's you guys do it earlier because it's Cali time. But anyway, the point I wanted to make about the running backs we have is almost like a 1-2 punch, like we had with Jones and Cedric Benson. You got one that run through the middle, Benson, and then you got Jones who's swifty on the outside. And it's ironic that we got a running back named Swift. And the one thing I really love that we have that we didn't have is accountability like they wanted. You can see it on the field. Like I got a homie I work with. I'm out here in Cali, like I say. And when I first started where I work, he had a 09 on his back, a Bear fan. I'm like, dude, why you got these backwards numbers on your jacket? He said, oh, I became a fan in '09. I was like, dude, don't tell nobody else that shit.
Please
I'm like, I've been a fan my whole life. I was born in this. Well, it is what it is. And that's when we went to the Super Bowl. So you became a fan. I get it. But what I told him last year with this new coaching regime before it got here, I said, we need someone who's an asshole. I'm from Chicago, and I said, dude, we need an asshole. I said, I love Jordan. He was awesome. I love him. He was an asshole, but that gave him that edge over his competition. Like, I'm trying to destroy your ass. And when I seen damn, I'm drawing a blank. Ben Johnson on the sideline for the Lions, I was like, I want to hear this dude talk. I want to see if he got that bravado, like that mentality. So when I seen him yelling on the sideline and running down the sideline and comfort, I was like, okay, I like him. He's an asshole. He's like, you know, he's what we need in the city. We had Dicka and A-hole, you know, love him. Like, that's, come on, man. Your personality got to fit the city. Your personality got to roll with the city. You got to be and I love Caleb. I heard the garbage they said about him. Like, dude, come on, man. We know what we've been through, the carousel we've been through as far as quarterbacks, you know. But he has that competitive nature, and the thing that I love is he's admirable about being like Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant. He don't want to be friends. I'm like, dude, damn, we got a real competitive guy, and we got a competitive coach and accountability. And even with the running back coach yelling at the players on the sideline. Oh man, he's too hard. No, dude, this is Chicago. We breathe different. So
We definitely breathe different. It's a bunch of Italian beefs and loud everywhere. C-Dubb, what you got for us?
Hey, shout out to Pharaoh. We appreciate the love all the way from California, man. You could take the Chicago nigga out of Chicago. You can't take the Chicago out of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking trying to say. But anyway, hey, that's an interesting point, and I never thought about that during this cycle of off-season Chicago Bears. Maybe it is a time to change. How you want to call that, man, the temperament of the coaching staff or the players. So when you look at Eberflus, he was kind of like a goody two shoe, nice guy. You know, oh, let's make up the hits principle. Let's do it, guys. You know what I'm saying? That type of guy. It's hard to hate him, but we found the way. Chicago's gonna find a way to hate you. Ben Johnson, dude, look like that type of guy. You see him in the press conferences recently. He look like he getting irritated already. It only been a couple months. Ben Johnson, I love it. So I look and I see, yeah, he got a little attitude in there. I see it in there. I ain't calling it spicy, but I see a little attitude. He getting irritated. And when you brought up Caleb Williams, absolutely, he said he ain't looking to be friends. He looking to win games. I love it. We definitely need to change the temperament of the Chicago Bears team. This has always been, when you think about Mike Ditka, I'm sorry, nephew, you never got to the pleasure of appreciating a guy like Mike Ditka or a guy like Bill Parcells or a guy like Bill Belichick. These are guys that
I got a chance for Bill.
well, yeah,
Not the
okay,
other two.
Belichick, yes, but these are no nonsense guys. They come to win. They ain't here to hold your hand. You know, he used to get into it with Tom Brady. He ain't get no fuck. He'll call him out in the. Well, you better ask Tom Brady on real. You remember Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
You better ask Tom on the real. So I think that is something that we need to change over. Think of back in the last 3 coaches, nephew. Were they all kind of like the goody two shoe? Oh, let's go win games, guys. Let's go. Hip hip parade type motherfuckers. Or we need a real person, because he is right. Chicago about the real upfront in your face. Like, we don't bullshit around. So I like this take right here from Pharaoh.
I do too. And just real quick, Pharaoh, hey, if you want to call yourself Pharaoh or Batman, tell your son it's okay. We gonna be the next voicemail from Batman. Goddamn, put the signal in the air. It's okay. Whatever you want to be called over the show, you don't gotta put your real. If I you might, next week you might say, hey, today's show is brought to you by Bobito. and C-Dubb, whatever. It might just be something like that. But
C-Dubb is crazy.
hey, it's just what it is, man. But just real quick, man, I think that it's a hell of a point to say that we need no nonsense in this city. You got to be able to be a good embodiment of the city. And what we've seen, the good teams, they have the personality of their head coach. No nonsense. Don't go out there and be the politician that Matt Eberflus was. Let's go out here. Let's take care of our business. You work hard, you play hard. It's really that damn simple for me. And I don't know why some people is like Caleb Williams say he doesn't want to have friends. I don't want to have friends either. I want to win championships. I just heard Udonis Haslam say, I lost friends on the way to championships. And guess what? I'm cool with it because I got 3 of these. I want Caleb Williams to say the same damn thing. I don't really got too many friends right now. Okay. I want them rings. The fans deserve them rings. And I'm pretty sure Tom Brady has lost friends along the way too. I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes has lost friends away. How does Tyreek Hill feel today? That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
But we appreciate the call, Pharaoh C-Dubb. We're going to get into this next one. This next one is from Marifa.
Bobby, C-Dubb, hey, them cognac boys. What's happening, fellas? It's your man, Marifa Sa, black yet again, man. Listen, man, I hear all these rumors out there talking about some Trey Hendrickson, he gonna come to the Bears, and all this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, put the pipe down, man, stop smoking so much. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna happen, man. It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why Trey Hendrickson is not gonna be no Bear. Number one, too many goddamn draft capitals had to be put up to get his ass. Number two, too much goddamn money to be put up to get his ass. We already paying Montez Sweat $25 million a year to be the man, okay? Now, I fully expect Montez to have a better season than he had last year. He coming off injury. He had a hairline fracture last year. I heard he's working hard in the offseason, getting stronger and faster. And I like to hear that. I like to hear that report because in Dennis Allen defense, and he's surrounded with more talent. Dayo Adebingo. I don't know. I messed his name up, but you know what I'm talking about. Got Grady Jarrett in the middle. We got Shamar Turner. And don't you forget, Big Dex, Gervon Dexter, putting that pressure, going to help out Montez. And I expect Montez to have a way better double-digit sack season than it had last year. Now, I expect nothing less than 12 to 15 sacks from Montez Sweat. $25 million. Okay? He gonna come and he gonna show up and he gonna show out this coming year. So get prepared and get ready because Montez Sweat is coming and he gonna be a beast on that defensive line. And that whole defensive line is gonna step their game up under Dennis Allen. Watch and see. So look here, man. I got to get up out of here, man. I got a place to go. Got people to see. You know what I'm going to say before I leave? It's Chicago up and bet up, baby. FTV. Let's go.
Y'all heard from my man, Marifa, you was on the money. Look, it can happen, but I'm not confident that it will happen with Trey Hendrickson because Trey Hendrickson is not looking to play on this season without an extension. I think the Chicago Bears, they have more priorities right now, and I think they are willing to let it ride. And the last thing on Trey Hendrickson, he is a hell of a talent, but I think he's etching up into that area to where if a team doesn't take a chance on him, he could potentially be a journeyman for the rest of his career. I look at guys like Hassan Reddick, who was with the Philadelphia Eagles. Before he got traded to the Jets, he had 27 sacks, C-Dubb. And the Philadelphia Eagles like, we're not paying you, bro. Traded him to the Jets. The Jets didn't want to pay him. He played a few games there. Now he's with Tampa Bay on a 1-year deal for $12 million. And that's simply because teams are going to look at the Buffalo Bills giving Von Miller all that money after the age of 30, and he ain't really fit the bill. So I know that some people still could have game left. But teams will have their reservations with paying guys long term. I don't necessarily know if the Chicago Bears will be willing to do that. So and there's no disrespect to Trey Hendrickson. I think he's still a hell of a player, but I think that sometimes shit just happens.
Yeah. I want to say about this Trey Henderson's. Let's just forget about that. Fuck that. We can't afford you. We walking right past your store. We ain't thinking about Trey Henderson. I think this is more about Montez Sweat. Last year was a down year. I've also heard the reports of him getting faster and stronger, and I appreciate that for Montez Sweat because I've been really hard on him this past season that he wasn't putting up the numbers. I gave him the pass previous year of him being I want to say like just because he was on the line that other people was able to get off, but he definitely helped the performance of other people on that line. So I'll give him that. But in this case, we need to see actual production on the football field.
Facts.
You know, no more of these ghost numbers. Fuck that ghost number shit, Montez. Just like Marifa said, I need at least double digit sacks. Looking more for that, like 12 sacks. Like, bro, like you gotta put the quarterback back against the grass, bro, or their stomach. I don't give a fuck how they fall, whichever way. Montez, you're a great player. I've seen you do great things. It's time to put that shit on wax, like my nephew say, bro. Enough with the ghost numbers, bro. I ain't trying to hear that ghost number shit. We know you can do that. Then that does happen. The gravity that you present, but you're gonna start to fade away if we don't start seeing numbers. Because great players still make numbers while being with extra attention granted upon them.
Yeah, and I think that the Dio Ayadigbo stuff, I think a lot of people is kind of selling him short. I don't think the Bears go out there and sign him to that type of money without the expectations that he gonna have to produce. That's just my personal opinion. I think the expectation is to allow him to produce. The expectation is to see if Austin Booker could take a step up. If a Trey Hendrickson thing does come about, I think it comes after, knock on wood, an injury or the Bears saying they don't have enough right now. So
Yeah.
it is an all in move though, but we'll see what happens with that.
Mhm.
But hey, C-Dubb, we getting into this last one for the day. This last one is from Ant.
And
Yo, what up, fellas? It's your boy Ant. You know, I've been missing for a while, but I've just been sitting back looking at all the content, absorbing everything, you know what I'm saying, you guys been doing, and, you know what I'm saying, listen to everything that's been going on with the Bears and everything, just trying to soak it in, not just as a fan, but like as a full, not an analyst, because I don't analyze the game, but just like a full, you know what I'm saying, intake of what's been going on. And the one thing that I keep hearing that I'm not understanding, and maybe y'all can help me out in understanding it a little bit better, is that Caleb Williams looked bad during his rookie season. Me, myself, you know, going back, re-looking at the games and highlights and everything like that, I don't think he looked bad during his rookie season, to be honest. The one thing I would say that he really, really struggled with pretty much all season, but he got better at it, was his deep ball accuracy. That was it. Like, I didn't see him struggle with throwing the ball. I didn't see him struggle with reading the field. I didn't see him struggling with getting rid of the ball, extending plays, running. I didn't see him struggling with all that stuff. The kid is a playmaker. The kid is a really good quarterback. And me, myself, I was a Justin Fields fan, not trying to competitive, just saying, like, I was a Justin Fields fan, so I'm not hyping up Caleb too much. I'm just stating facts of what I saw. But how did we become so uppity as a fan base to say that this kid he looked bad in his rookie season? When was the last time we had a quarterback start every game in the season? Not just that, when did we have a quarterback, and I hate this thing that everybody keeps talking about, this 4,000-yard passer, but he was less than 500 yards away from being the first Bears quarterback to pass 4,000 yards. Not to mention, he was the first Bear in a long time that I can remember that threw under double-digit interceptions in the season while throwing 20 touchdowns, while also rushing for what he had, like 200-300 rushing yards. Like, where did this kid have a bad season at? What am I missing to where everyone said he looked bad? Like, do he got room to grow? Absolutely, he got room to grow. He was a rookie. Jaden Daniels got room to grow. He was a rookie. Like, everybody got room to grow that's a rookie. And to be honest, every NFL player got room to grow. But, like, they were rookies. Like, he's a rookie. Of course he got room to grow. If he looked that good or did that much in his rookie season, I'm just saying, like, going further, this kid is gonna be something special. Like I don't understand. He got beat up, like beat the hell down. He got beat down all season, and he still almost threw for 3,600 yards, 20 TDs, and 6 NOs. Like I don't understand where he had a bad season. Please help me understand this. Like I'm not seeing it. But you guys got better takes than I am. Y'all the analysts. I'm just a fan that's just what I'm saying watching. So please let me know. As always, Chicago up, bear down. Y'all have a good one.
Now, Ant, don't sell yourself short, brother. That was a
Nope.
good ass take.
Yep.
Look, we don't have to always agree, but that right there was a good ass take. C-Dubb, what you got?
When it comes and that was a great ass tape, Ant. Shout out to Ant. When it comes to the great myths and the bullshit myths with the Chicago Bears from last year, this has to take the cake for me, bro. I just don't understand this narrative or take. I just don't. When you look at it literally at the numbers, 20-6, there's no way you can call that bad for a rookie quarterback, even for a 3-year, 4-year, 5-year veteran quarterback with a certain particular team. Nephew, I know you looking. I know you do NFL
Nah,
Central.
I was gonna support
Yeah,
it.
yeah. 3,500 yards, only 200 yards, probably short of the offensive rookie of the year. The offensive rookie of the year had more interceptions. He didn't have that many more touchdowns. I think he threw like 25 to 27. I think I don't have the numbers in front of me. I just don't understand this narrative. But then I just use common sense. It's the people that hate Caleb Williams, and he has some avid haters to the fingernail polish, to he played in California, to the little stupid ass story that we heard about this past week. It's just ignorant hate. The kid is going to be special. I'll make some bold predictions. He will throw for not only will he throw for 4,000 yards in his career in a season, he will throw for 5,000 yards in one season in his career. Not only will he get to 40 touchdowns in one of these seasons in his career as a Chicago Bear, he will get to 50 touchdowns in a
That
season as a Chicago Bear. I'm not bullshitting. I see the talent, his arm talent to that of Aaron Rodgers and Dan Marino, people like that. That's where you need to put this kid in the future. That's what he's rushing after. But I think he's better because he got that foot speed. Like, bro, I don't understand you guys, bro. What is your problem, bro? Go ahead.
as the pancakes get delivered.
You see, I said, go ahead, nephew.
Shout out to Auntie. Yeah, and them edges is crispy. I can see him from over here. Hell is you talking about? But yeah, I'm right on the money and right on the money with C-Dubb. I'm gonna let the kid career play out, but C-Dubb, for my people that want to go out there and say that 20-6 is mid, I'm gonna go out there and just throw this out there. Name the player that threw 25 and 11, 25 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. That's a player that a lot of people hold up here. Guess who it was? Jordan Love. So I'm just saying, like, the success is not linear, bro. Everybody's gonna move at their own pace. Everybody's gonna do things how they do things. And I just gotta throw it and say, hey, let's see what transpires this season with this young fella, with the better O-line, with the better defense, with better coaching, because I think that people are so critical of Caleb Williams because they expected him to go out there and have a CJ Stroud type of year, a Jaden Daniels type of year. I remember coming into this offseason, if Caleb Williams doesn't have a Jaden Daniels type of season, he's a bust. I'm like, bro, that's a bit hyperbolic because if we watch CJ Stroud's year number 2, it wasn't as great as year number 1. The film is now out on Jaden Daniels. He's obviously a good quarterback. I'm not selling neither one of those quarterbacks short. But there could be a drop-off for Jaden Daniels this season after a hell of a last season. And to add more football context in it, he won a lot of one-score games. Typically, the history shows when you go into a season winning a lot of one-score games in one season, the following season, a lot of those one-score games turn into losses.
Mhm.
So allow these young quarterbacks to play their game and see if they can build out consistent play before we have these proclamations of saying this guy's a bust, this guy's ass, and stuff like that. So that's just to provide the context to that. But I think it was a hell of a voicemail bag by Ant. And
Just
I'm
one
with
more.
y'all. I'm with both of you guys. It's not a bad season. It's a good
Like
season. Not
Neff,
great, but good.
this good season, nephew. This add on. Can I change? Can I might. This might make you change that from good to a very good season. It might, and I wouldn't be mad if you didn't change it. He got sacked for a franchise record 68 times next year. Could you bump that up to a very good season?
I'm gonna give him that. And he had 3 different offensive
Come
coordinators,
come
2 different head coaches.
Come on, dude. What the fuck is y'all talking about, bro? I just don't get it, bro. Okay. Now, all of y'all, I need y'all to write a petition. All the Caleb Williams naysayers. But when he start going crazy, we don't want to hear y'all celebrate. No, can't celebrate when he start going off.
They gonna celebrate, bro.
Nope. Because they being petty. Let's be petty right back. When he start killing, don't y'all celebrate. Keep up that shit. Keep that shit going just like that y'all doing. Keep motivating this kid. Because I can tell you right now, he don't give a damn. I'll tell you right now, he do not care. All he gonna do is keep his head down and continue to get better. And all the Chicago Bears do is continue to build pieces around this kid. He has no other objective but to get better and win. Just watch him do it. Watch me, Will. Watch me, Nene.
You bogus.
Watch me,
You bogus hell. Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. That's the end of today's episode, man. C-Dubb, you got anything left, bro?
Y'all some mother haters, bro. Y'all bogus.
It is what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Man, a hell of an episode today. As my man, just hold on, big dog. I know they call it. Hold on.
It's the mo getting in my glasses, all type of shit.
Hold on, God. Hold on. But hey, man, if y'all want to be a part of the Mailbag episode, the number to do so is 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears. And y'all already know, man, Chi-Town up and bear down. C-Dubb can eat his pancakes now. Peace out, y'all.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.